Welcome back to the DCUO Legend Spotlight. My name is Geminis, aka Gemi, and our spotlight today is going to highlight one of our newest additions to the Legends roster, along with being the first Legends iconic to be in the Speedster movement. And of course, that would be none other than the ferocious Cheetah. Dr. Barbara Ann Minerva, eventually more well known by the name of Cheetah, was an ambitious archaeologist set on an expedition in search of a tribe that possessed the power of the cheetah. Eventually finding this tribe, a ritual was performed upon her, granting her that power of the cheetah, which changed her form. Some say it would be a blessing and a curse altogether. Similar to Catwoman, Cheetah also uses the weapon choice of martial arts, utilizing the shurikens and the lunges, and the weapon combos are very similar as well. So if you're comfortable with Catwoman, then you'll be comfortable with Cheetah. Now for the fun part, let's go ahead and take a look at the skills. Her first skill up is called Rake, where she does a succession of swipes and she does a flip at the end. It just does damage, no really crowd control effects to it. Though Rake delivers a lot of damage to your opponent, just keep in mind that this skill is vulnerable to being blocked. So if you execute it on a target that is blocking, then you will be knocked back. Following Rake is Poison Slash. As Cheetah does a slashing uppercut, she delivers initial damage followed by 3 poison dot ticks after that. And the good thing about Poison Slash is that even though your opponent is blocking, you can still execute the move without any penalties. With Feral Lunge, Cheetah lunges and claws her opponent in the process. And this move is also invulnerable to being blocked. If you're worried Cheetah isn't equipped with a pull, well don't, since Feral Lunge can close large distance gaps between herself and her prey with one move. She is able to be in melee range. So initiating the fight with Feral Lunge should allow you to be in control of the fight. If your opponent has cold feet, use Tendon Cut to keep them grounded while doing damage and simultaneously creating space if you're low on health. And Tendon Cut is also invulnerable to being blocked. Being in the center of all the action, Cheetah comes equipped with a shield, also known as Blood Curse. However, the shield isn't more so an absorption type, it is rather very similar to Reflect. For a set duration, all incoming damage from any opponent will be reflected back. Here is an example of how Blood Curse works. Since my opponent is low on health, I'm going to be using my finisher move, Blood Sacrifice, and at the same time my opponent will be using her Blood Curse. As you see right here, my finisher move reflected back to me. And thereafter, my opponent decided to try to use her finisher move on me, where I popped my Blood Curse and reflected it back to my opponent. So the Reflect on Blood Curse is very helpful if you're taking damage from multiple targets, because the damage will reflect back to them, lowering their health to hopefully get you another kill. Cheetah comes equipped with a finisher move called Blood Sacrifice. It does take a bit of channeling, but it is well worth the wait. When your opponent has a lot of health, then Blood Sacrifice will only probably deliver about 600 damage. However, when your opponent's life drops below 35%, then that damage will increase. So right now my opponent's health is about at 35% or less. Using Blood Sacrifice at this time, we see that the damage has significantly increased from the initial 600 range that we saw up to the 1000 range. Being a channeling move, Blood Sacrifice is vulnerable to being lunged. So that about wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing a rundown of all of Cheetah's moves. If you haven't already, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with all the additional spotlight videos that will be coming out, and other videos of course as well. As far as for Miss Cheetah here, there's only so many places you can run from the fastest cat in the world. So keep your eyes peeled because she is ready to pounce on you. See you guys later. Bye-bye.